What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode. I think we're on episode 11 of the Sunday Sesh. We appreciate everybody that's been tuning in every week. If you're just getting hip to the show, I am your host, Dre Dav, and as always, I got a little sis with me.
D-Char Big. What up, though, y'all?
Today, I got one half of my dogs at Crud Inc. It's the motherfucking Dotta man. Y'all make some noise for the Dotta man.
What's the deal, Dre Dad? Appreciate you having me, my G.
I appreciate you for sliding through, man. Sliding through the session. Because we done smoked so much together anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, you already know.
Yeah, so this is just natural. We kicking it on another Sunday. You feel me?
Yeah,
but
Sunday.
So we're gonna jump right into the show. I want to talk about last Sunday, man. It was 420. So if you didn't smoke, I don't know what the fuck you doing.
It was also Easter.
If you didn't smoke 420, you probably didn't even watch this show. So we ain't even gonna talk to them people. But we're gonna talk about everybody who did enjoy 420. And I heard you threw a hot ass 420 event.
Oh yeah, the Stoners Ball too. It was definitely a night that was had. 420 was definitely lit. We got the city out. I can honestly say that. We packed the building. We ended up downtown at the Shadow Gallery. So shout out to my dog Stu. And his partners for accommodating us and, making sure we was able to have a successful event.
Okay. Yeah, make some noise for that, man. That's dope.
Successful, man. I done had some of my customers coming in telling me that they was at Stoner's Ball and that it was a great ass time. And I'm mad that I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, but we gonna bring it back again and gonna have part 3 coming real soon. So be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be bigger, it's gonna be better, so and hopefully we don't have any last minute changes, anything like that, so
last minute changes.
Yeah. Like that's why we ended up at the Shadow Gallery because we originally was supposed to do it out at the Crowfoot in Pontiac.
Okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that on the flyer.
Yeah. So, they called me last minute, like I think it was like 5 days before the event, and they was like, we can't accommodate what you're trying to do exactly. So I'm like,
5 days is crazy.
Yeah, it was.
That's wild.
That's wild. It was like, I ain't gonna lie, it was real. It was at first it was like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, maybe we can swing this. Maybe we can figure something out, you know what I'm saying? Because based off what I was trying to do and what they couldn't accommodate, I'm like, well, my dab bar, my flower tasting, my edible bar, like all of those is features in my VIP lounge, so it's like if I take that away, it's like that's the experience I'm giving to the people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we it wasn't like I wanted to say like a bad conversation where it was like a back and forth type of thing. It was just more so, we can't accommodate this. We wasn't clear on what she was trying to do. And I'm like, well, we have been promoting for 2 months. I haven't hidden anything that I was trying to do at my event. So, but neither here nor there. We had to make a quick pivot. It worked out.
Different smokes for different folks.
Yeah. So what I'm saying? They like, y'all can smoke in here, but y'all can't smoke in here.
Yeah. And with that being said, it's like I vowed to never throw a cannabis event that you cannot smoke at. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Because it's like, what are we here for? Like, don't get me wrong, I get the networking part of it and all of that, but at the end of the day, it's a cannabis event, so you should be able to smoke, you should be able to indulge, you should be able to partake. I mean, it's a part of the culture. It's like, Absolutely. It just doesn't make sense to me to have a cannabis event and you can't smoke at it, But if you're incorporating kids or something like that into your event, then I get it, you know what I'm saying? But outside of that, what are we doing here?
How are you incorporating kids into a cannabis event?
I'm glad you said that because see, it's such a stigma with cannabis, Clearly, all adults, I ain't gonna say all, a lot of adults partake in cannabis. Facts. And a lot of adults have kids.
Facts. So
we have to be responsible. We have to manage what we do around our kids, right?
Absolutely.
But let's be real. At a certain age, your kids do see and kind of know what you do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you only can hide what you do for so long. You know, your kids aren't stupid. You know, they're actually getting smarter these days. They actually smarter than you at like 10, 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it's so, I feel like cannabis, community, giving back, fundraising, you know, I think all of those things can be in one. It's a part of the community already. You know, it's a stigma on it that, oh shit, it's weed, but it's like, no, you know, weed is a part of life every day. You know, so why we can utilize weed to give back to the kids, have an event where the kids can come out and probably be at bounce houses and playing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to be smoking at events like that. You know, we can have educational, you know, types of events, you know, and it's like, it's ways to bridge those gaps. And that's what Crud Inc. is trying to do.
No, that's dope. So, I mean, being real, it's kids that rely on cannabis. You know what I mean? I done heard the countless stories of kids with either cancer, having seizures, you know what I'm saying? That'll hit like the Rick Simpson oil and things like that, and that's how they treat it, and you know that's what makes them better. So
no, facts. You know. Like shout out to my my boy that I met through my guy Slim with the Pack, Dank Dad. He threw a cannabis event that involved children. I think last year or a year before or something like that. You know, and I thought that shit.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Goddamn, Dre.
We got a fumble.
Lost them damn joints.
Yeah, man.
Damn papers.
I done fucked up, y'all. Almost burnt the hole in my shirt. It's all right, though. We here, man.
Yeah, we back and rolling. But, yeah, shout out to my guy, Dank Dad. Ooh. That's that.
Dank Dad.
Yeah, he threw a cannabis party that involved kids a couple years back. And I thought that was dope. You know, somebody else that's trying to break that stigma. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because look at his name, Dank Dad. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely promoting that. You know, I'm a dad that partakes in cannabis, but I'm a dad. You know,
no, facts. So because as another Dank Dad, you know, I'm a dad first, but I'm gonna smoke this.
Yeah. It's facts. You know, like my kids, like I don't post my kids a lot. I'm like kind of real private with my family and stuff, you know. So, but I'm real involved with my kids. Like I can't, like, you know, I try my best to be involved in everything they doing. Whatever they interested in, I support it. You know, I don't try to steer my kids into stuff that I'm just interested in and stuff. I tell them, like, whatever you want to do, whatever you're interested in, do that shit, and I'm gonna support you 100%. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you want to be a juggler. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got something that you focused on, you trying to do something positive, and that's what you want to do, and it's your passion. So that's how I am with my kids. So, you know, I'm big on that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I see a lot of young people out here because in the way they act and the way they move is because they didn't have a father figure, you know what I'm saying, or have a family setting, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just real important that at the end of the day, that's where you show up at. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to do what we do.
Shout out to all the Dank Dads.
Yeah, I'm about to say, man, my son, I don't hide nothing from my son. He know all about what daddy do. You know what I mean? Obviously, he don't know what weed is yet.
Speaking of your son.
It ain't just around him and everything. Yeah, he cussed us. He cussed us out
that
yesterday.
Little boy chewed me out at 10 o'clock last night. You should have been asleep.
So we apologize, y'all, because sometimes we get a little blow. You know, you lean back a little bit like that.
We be chilling. I'm sorry.
But we're going to do better about talking in these microphones so y'all can hear everything we saying. Because my son, my 4-year-old, said something about that. He said, Dad, you need to talk into the mic better so we can hear you.
Oh, shit. See?
And then I called little sis. I'm like, hey, holla at your nephew real quick. He got something he got to get off his chest.
And I thought usually the TT call is TT, I love you, I miss you, or something like that. Something sweet, cute. No, TT, you need to talk into the microphone. You and Daddy need to talk into the mic.
Yeah, so I mean, he giving y'all some pointers, you know. I ain't gonna lie, you know. Sorry, that's why you know this when I talk, I try to lean up a little bit so I could be in the mic, you know. My homeboy Breeze, he used to be on me like that when we had the Crud Inc. podcast. He's like, Dotta, you got to talk into the mic, man.
I can hear Breeze saying,
because he come from all of this. You know what I'm saying? He used to be working at the radio and shit. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like this, is what he was in school for. I think. You know what I'm saying? So it was like. he got that whole background, so he like, man, this how you gotta, he's giving me pointers on how to talk, you know what I'm saying, all that shit, you know what I'm saying. So shout out to my guy Cool Breeze,
shout out
man.
to DJ Cool Breeze, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a Cool Breeze episode too.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we got to get Breeze up here with us. For sure.
Facts.
Yeah, so we got to double back.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to AJ, man, because without him, we wouldn't be talking into the mics as clear as we are today.
Clearly, we needed to do better. So thank you, AJ.
Yep. But yeah, let's talk some more about the. I guess what was the idea behind the Stoners Bar? Oh, when did that come up? Because I was at the first one. The first one was
shout out to my brothers Willie J Peso and my brother Smoke 5 Smoke.
Okay, that's family. When we did the Peso episode, he was like, my brother Smoke. So we talking about Smoke again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shout out friend of the show, Willie J Peso.
Yeah. So we all were trying to come up with an idea for an event. So we all was throwing shit against the wall, and Smoke had came up with cabaret style. So we kind of went from there, like, damn, okay. And then we got to tweaking it a little bit, like, okay, so what we call it? You know what I'm saying? Like, try to find that name and give you the essence of kind of what you should do. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who exactly came up with the name. I'm not sure if it was Smoke or Peso, but one of them was like Stoners Bar. So I'm like, damn, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of went with that. You know what I'm saying? So that first one, we threw, it was, we pretty much like kind of the same type of vibe. We had the live band. Yeah. We had the champagne sponsor at that one. Okay. That was dope as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So we had like the club setting with like the booths and shit, so it was. No,
it was a vibe because we was in the little VIP area and that was dope. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the vendors that was there. I remember, I left with so much.
I was just about to say the same thing.
But the thing that stuck out to me, obviously, Detroit is home to the Players Bar. Mm-hmm. So the Mac that I am, I could not resist the Stoners Bar.
Right, exactly.
At all. Exactly. But I love that everybody came, dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
That's what set it off to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
everybody follow suit.
Yeah, like that's the idea behind it, bro. Because it's such a, like I say, I hate to keep saying the same thing, but it's such a stigma with the weed. It's like
it is though.
They like, man, y'all just want to be. We doing this on weed, or we just doing this on weed, man. And it's like, no, bro. It's like we really can upscale, partaking in weed. It doesn't have to just be, a big smoke out. We can actually upscale it. We can actually have food like this. Like Stoner's Bar 2 was actually catered. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like the food was there till it was gone. Yeah. Like we had. Lobster nachos and shit like that.
That's
like,
wild.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, shout out to Chef Marjorie. That's my baby right there. So she made sure we was good. We had different sauces for the shrimp fried rice. So if you wanted your teriyaki sauce infused, you could. And if you wanted it just plain, you can get it plain. So
that's dope as hell.
So
shout out to y'all, man. That's crazy. That's crazy.
It's just all about bringing the experience to the culture. And just doing different things, within the cannabis community, so stuff people can actually enjoy. And at the same time, we're growing our brand, we're expanding, we're not only just being seen and and also and just partying with the influencers. We also have the consumers there, and that's what I think a lot of people kind of miss with some of their parties. It's like, where are the consumers? Where are the people that are actually going to come back and buy your products? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the demographic, that, we try to attack. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, it's dope. Like I said, I was at the first one, man, and it was the best of both worlds because obviously all the influencers, we all in the culture, we know each other. We be at all the same events and everything. Mm-hmm. But it's dope to see them in the wild with their fans And, you get hit in the wild with some of your fans. Like, hey, yeah, we came out because we seen you was on the show. Now we get to mingle with you, and you know what I mean. So I think it's dope that y'all bring every element together. You got because the things that I like to do on weed, listen to music, talk to the homies, smoke some more weed, eat some good food. And you done captured every element of
everything.
Yeah.
For the event. You know what I'm saying? And doing it in a suit looking damn good.
You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah, facts, man.
Elegant stoners.
No, seriously, like, so, and then, like, and even with the Silent Kush auction of it, that part even brought a new vibe. It was like people were coming through taking pictures with the art. Like we even actually have someone sell a piece. Shout out to the art guru.
That's fire.
Yeah, he actually sold a piece to my guy Clement. He owned the 313 store. Yeah, over there on Livernois. So shout out my guy. No, the 313 store. I'm sorry, 313. My apologies, my brother. So shout out to my bro. Yeah, he actually bought a painting in there. That bitch was dope as hell. We got a nice ass picture. I'm still waiting on some of the pictures, y'all. I'm definitely gonna be posting a lot of pictures. Definitely have a hard ass recap that's coming. So people definitely be able to see what the vibe was. Y'all got any pictures?
Tag them.
Oh yeah, for sure. I got y'all. It definitely was a night, man. I ain't gonna lie. It was when I knew it was lit. Shout out to Mike Morse, the lawyer. He was up in there. I was like, what Mike the Morse fuck?
Oh, that's great. I don't think I've ever hit the applause button this much in one show.
That is crazy.
Mike Morse.
Mike Morse came up in there, bro. I was like, damn. I'm like, how the fuck you even know about this?
You doing it now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I seen you on the billboard on the way here, fam.
Yeah, like facts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like definitely was bringing people out, who else came through there? My sister, nieces and Shay came through there.
Okay.
Yep. I had a lot of people slide through.
One of Ipsey's coldest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of people come through there. I had Peso hosting.
Yep.
Slim with the Pack perform. Chef Geach. Had my guy Telly Bando. He came through and rocked out with us and stuff. Brought some of the Wavy gang with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Of course, we had Drace going in the clouds again. They always set that vibe for us, set that tone. It's just a dope collab with them with the Stoners Ball. So be looking to see them again. When we bring it back, they definitely will be involved. You know what I'm saying? Because
I'm gonna be there next time, man.
I'm definitely gonna be there next time for sure. Sunday sesh definitely. We gotta take the Sunday sesh to the next one for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and we like I said, we gonna get it like this next go around. Like I said, we gonna bring it back and we gonna do it differently. But we gonna bring that vibe. We're gonna do it a little differently, but we gonna do without some of the stuff that gave us so many hiccups, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we gonna find that right venue, that that right setting, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna, like I said, and we gonna come back and we gonna bring something else dope for y'all, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, the Stoners Ball is a fucking vibe. Like I said, I was at the first one, had to sit the second one out. We had our 420 event up here, but part 3. Yeah, I will be there for sure.
Definitely
be in the building.
Oh yeah, part 3 is definitely gonna be it's gonna be some. I already got a few things in mind for part 3. So yeah, be on the lookout for it.
We'll have like trapeze artists and shit. All right, so let's play one of the games, man. You want to get in our favorite?
High fives.
Yeah, high fives.
You got it right this week.
Yeah, high fives is dope, man. So basically, we're gonna give you 5 categories. And you're going to give us your top 5 in that 5 categories.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's kick it off with who's your top 5 artists to listen to when you smoking?
Oh, shit. Man, when I'm smoking. Oh, man. When I'm smoking, I ain't going to lie. I like to listen to lyrics and, like, shit that I like. Shit that'll make me, like, kind of, like, that that music that you feel, what I'm saying, like So when I'm smoking, I cut on some Wayne.
All right.
I cut on some Jeezy when I'm smoking.
Okay.
I for sure cut on some Future when I'm smoking. And I gotta see, that's 3. And then I ain't gonna lie, when I'm smoking too, like my Detroit playlist, it be like Babyface Ray, Sada, Peasy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like and I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I listen to Sada more when I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like Sada, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I listen to Sada when I'm smoking too though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like sometimes he'd have me in the car like, you know what I'm saying? Like this nigga talking that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so yeah. Shout out to Sada and Babyface and Peasy. Like them, like my 3 Detroit, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I can dig it. That's a solid list.
Oh yeah, nah, for real.
You need one more. That was 4. Because you grouped all of them Detroit artists.
Oh man,
you can't just what?
You
one
know
more.
what? You know what? I'ma say I like to fuck with my nigga Fabulous too sometimes when I'm smoking.
Yeah.
So I go listen to one of them soul tapes sometime.
Okay.
You know, I fuck with the Summertime Shootout, you know. So yeah, facts. So
I just made you list another one because I liked your lineup and I wanted to see where you was gonna go next.
Yeah.
Fire.
No, for sure,
fire.
for sure.
Yeah.
So bad. When you smoking, you got a nice little lineup of music. Where are some of your favorite places to smoke and get high?
I'm gonna say one of my favorite places is the Whip, cause that's where I used to come up with most of my music. You know what I'm saying? Like I was one of them guys that'd be sitting in the driveway for fucking 4 hours before I knew it. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, like
yeah,
cause it was
crazy.
It was hard for me. See, I like literally not, and I'm not saying this like on no, because like I know a lot of artists say this shit because they used to hear Jay-Z say it back in the day and shit. Like I stopped writing because the way I would write would fuck up my cadence.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not sure it was because I am a little dyslexic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I flip words up, reverse them and shit. So I don't know if it was because of that, but like sometimes I would try to put too many words, you know what I'm saying, in a cadence or in a bar. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point where I realized it was best for me to just
say it.
Come up with shit and like I'll say the same line like 20 times before I come up with the next one. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like when I was done, I will have my verse memorized already.
I know. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like, it was helpful. So when I went to the studio, I wasn't reading off of shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it actually kind of helped me prepare. So when I actually got to the studio, I was just ready. So I had an engineer run 3 songs. All them bitches right here because I didn't just sat there and just kept reciting and read until I came up with my verses. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it got to the point to where it was just all that shit was just memorized. And when I got to the studio, it would just pour out. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started realizing how I was getting some of my best work, some of the best music, some of the best recordings. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I would go in there with shit I would try to read, sometimes it'll fuck up my process where I feel like the song didn't come out as well. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. I can dig it. So the car, yeah, and that resonates with me because if you listen to my music, you tell I write half of that shit in the car.
Yeah, everybody likes smoking in their car.
Yeah, that is the number one answer we get now in the
but outside of the car though, I like to be somewhere comfortable in the crib. You know, where I can probably be watching a movie or something, or watching. I like to smoke while I'm watching sports, especially like while I'm watching football. Man, I gotta have me a couple blunts for sure, you know. Or watching the playoffs, like right now, like the Pistons played. Like I ended up downtown yesterday, so I wasn't able to chill. But if I was at the crib, I'd have for sure been smoking, watching the game.
Okay.
Let me see. You said 5. If I do like smoking outside, but it's got to be that right weather where it's not too windy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got to be the perfect weather to smoke outside. So it's like
smoke half your little situation.
Yeah.
Smoke wood. So I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Catch your clouds.
Yeah, facts. So I will say when I do smoke outside, my favorite time to smoke outside is summertime, nighttime on the porch. That perfect weather, like, yeah, I can sit there and we can smoke, get high, and just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what's that? That's 4 or 3.
That's 3.
That's 3. Let me see. 4 would be 4 would probably be in the studio. I like smoking in the studio. So
who doesn't?
I like smoking in the studio.
Music go hand in hand.
Yeah, so I like smoking in the studio. And where else? That's a tough one. Number 5. I ain't gonna lie. Where would I'm gonna say 5 would be I like being in the presence of a female while I'm smoking.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to be in the presence of a woman sometimes when I'm smoking because the conversation can just get real good.
Okay.
G said that last week too. That's funny.
He did.
G definitely said
and
that last week.
That's one you don't expect to get twice, but it makes sense to get it more than
yeah.
once. You feel me?
Yeah.
So no facts. That's a fire lineup. So you mentioned movies. Your top 5 stoner movies.
Okay, so we'll start with How High.
Classic.
I fuck with Half Baked.
Another classic.
Pineapple Express.
Another classic.
3 right now. Don't let us down.
Stoner movies. Am I forgetting anything? Friday.
Absolutely.
Just lumped up all them in one. All the Fridays. It's something else. Stoner movies.
This is the last one.
Damn. You know what? This is a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. Stoner movies.
It's a couple you to miss. Some classics.
I feel like it is too.
It ain't even gotta be a stoner movie. Just a movie you like to watch while you smoking.
While I'm smoking. Oh man, shit. We definitely gotta shit. I ain't gonna lie. My list will get bigger because
you definitely said stoner movies at first.
I probably did, man. I'm high.
So like Talladega Nights. You know what I'm saying? Like Step Brothers, shit like that. Like, dog, I can watch that shit like all the time.
Shout out to Ricky Bobby.
Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, one of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And first, you last.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I remember when I first watched that movie, I thought it was gonna be dumb as hell.
Oh, that shit's hilarious.
Like no, but you gotta understand, like, cause I wasn't like, when it first came out, Will Ferrell wasn't like real popular like that. Like he did like Bullwolf and all that other shit, but like, no, was it Bullworth? I think it was Bullworth. I think that's what it was called. I'm not sure. And he did Anchorman and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not sure if that was before Talladega Nights. But I wasn't sure. I just sat there and watched it one day, and I'm talking about I laughed from the start of that shit to like the end, and I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, how did they even let somebody make some shit like this? Like, it's just so fucking offensive to us, so much shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was funny. So
it was funny as hell.
That shit wouldn't have made it nowhere today.
No.
Say to cancel that shit so fast.
Shout out to Ricky.
Motherfuckers.
He's a little too sensitive now.
That shit definitely came.
You
out
definitely
at the
couldn't
right
do
time.
that right now, which is sad because that's just fucking hilarious.
I kind of miss those days now.
What's the other one? Tropic Thunder. Imagine if Robert Downey Jr. played a black dude now.
Oh man.
Oh wait. God damn.
It's never happening again.
Man, that'll never happen again.
Set the world another.
Well, you know what? I ain't gonna say that. Maybe not in our lifetime, but no time soon.
Motherfuckers be professional victims now, bro.
You ain't lying.
Professional victims, bro.
What's your top 5 favorite munchie snacks?
Munchie snacks. Dog, I love Cheez-Its. I gotta have my Cheez-Its on some munchie shit.
Yeah, I do. I can't stand no cheeses.
Yeah.
I try not to eat. I try not to eat chips. I try to eat like Cheez-Its when I do get the munchies for like some type of chip or something like that. But I do fuck with Cheez-Its. That's like my favorite.
I fuck with Cheez-Its.
They got these. I got some in the car. I forgot to bring them in here with me, but they got these vegan liquids called like Wally Berry or Wally.
Oh, the Wallabies.
Yeah, them
bitches is fire.
Them bitches is fire. Yeah, shit. Yeah, so you ain't never had no Wallabies, get you some Wally. Them bitches fire.
I like the green pack.
Yeah, I like the strawberry and the strawberry, the watermelon, and the lemon joints. The lemonade.
I ain't tried the
Lemonades.
I don't like lemon flavor shit.
Lemonades is fire. They got them bitches at Dollar General.
Okay.
I had stumbled up on them like, damn. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, shit. Let me try these bitches.
Yeah, flavor.
Wallaby licorice.
What else? Munchy snacks. So I guess so like Wallabies, like fruit snacks, shit like that.
2 more.
I fuck with ice cream. I ain't gonna lie, like that's my weakness. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie. I go through a pint of. What's that? What's that you get? What's that? What they be having like? No, that's not a quart. They be 2 for $5 at Kroger's and shit. What's that?
Oh yeah, that's a little pint.
Yeah, I'll run through that bitch fast. Like, like some caramel shit or something like that.
He looked over to the big nigga in the room like, what size is that ice cream?
he clearly knew the ask.
He asked the big nigga, you know what size that one ice cream is?
Are you the type of person that be eating ice cream in the winter?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You crazy.
Cause I make sense. My crib warm in the winter.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I'm not one of them people that like my crib to be like kind of cool or chilly still. Like my shit be warm. So yeah, I definitely have a bowl of ice cream in the wintertime for sure. But what else?
What was that for?
Ice cream. Probably some like a cake or something like that. I fuck with like cakes and cheesecakes heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Some big back ass shit.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I fucks
with cheesecake.
I've been going to the gym too lately, so like I don't eat it a lot. So, but I go work that shit off though. So, it don't really stick to me like that. Cause I don't eat it too much. Like I had a piece of cheesecake yesterday, but that was my first slice in a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, you talking slices. I'm gonna eat a whole cheesecake.
Oh no, I ain't gonna eat. No, I can't eat that. See, now I can't eat that much cheese. That's one thing about cheesecakes. Like I can eat a whole slice, but once I eat that whole slice, I'm good. I don't really probably want no more for a minute. So yeah, I'm not like a huge cheesecake person.
I'm a big bag.
Okay.
But I fuck with it though. I eat a few pieces of cake though. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to my mother-in-law. She made some of the best cakes, and her mama too. They both make some of the best fucking like 7-Up cakes and like caramel cakes and shit, man. I eat like 4 slices, like quick as hell.
We know where he going after the podcast. He stopping. I got some cake. So the last one, let's do your top 5 strains.
Let me see. Top 5 strains. So I'm gonna go. I'm not okay. So these I'm gonna just give you 5 because I'm trying to think of all of them. So I'm not gonna say these is like number 1, 2, and 3 or you know what I'm saying. But my top 5 strains is San Fernando Valley OG.
Okay.
I ain't even like saying this just because that's my dog, but Giraffe Head.
Oh, facts.
Like seriously, like I like because
Giraffe Head is fire, bro. Like,
listen,
those who know do not. You don't even need to explain this. If you don't know, just go get some.
Yeah. Like
go get you some of that Giraffe. See if it ain't top 5.
Like giraffe
every time.
Like seriously, like man, for real. Like but let me see. Giraffe head, let me see what else. What is it? Is it the Zittles cake? Okay. Skittles cake or something like that. It's a I forgot what the crosses is on it. But that's one of my favorite strands. I remember having some of that and I just couldn't get enough of smoking that shit. I'm like, damn, this shit just fire every time and it tastes good as fuck. Let me see what else. That's 3. You know what? I gotta actually throw one of my strands in there. I had this incredible nerds. That was from I forgot who grew that for me. It was so motherfucking good. Like I'm talking about, like like everybody was like grabbing that shit. Like it was. I
grabbed some of it myself.
Yeah, like them nerds, like a nerd. Like so, I'm gonna just say nerds, because I got that from a particular grower. So it's a nerd strain out there that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Like, so whoever got that now, because I don't have it anymore, but whoever got that now, that shit is fucking fire. Like, that's that original dope ass Zah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit was crazy. Like, I was cracking heads with that shit. But let me see. What else? That's what was that? That's 4.
Like that. Just give us one more, just in case.
I'm gonna say gelatos. I like gelatos. Like I like I like the gelatos, I like those flavors, Yeah, I fuck with those, you know what I'm saying? Those gelatos, the ice cream cakes, like those, like that's my kind of like go-tos right there, you know what I'm saying? But they gotta be right though, not just any old, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's always gotta be right, no matter what strain it is. It's gotta be right. So I said you done already sampled it. We ain't even got into it yet. That was next on the.
My bad.
You over here hungry or something?
It looked good. Yeah, I'm kind of fried. I had to put the wood out. I was a little too fried. I'm like, I need to chew on something.
That's hilarious.
You did good this week, Dre.
These good?
You did good.
What is that?
Give yourself a round of applause.
That's a gummy.
Yep.
Nice.
Nah.
You don't fuck with the edibles?
No, it's not that. I'm already high. You know what I'm saying? And I got a nice little ride too. So
yeah, and I appreciate you driving so far, my man. Drove from the city of Detroit to the city of Ypsilanti.
Oh yeah, you already know it ain't no thing, man. I got a few people out here I come out here and see from time to time.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, so I ain't too foreign to the land over there.
Next time you up here, stop by and say what's up to your family at the Sunday sesh.
Oh yeah,
right here at Suite 328.
You already know. Mm-hmm.
If you want a podcast, studio time, anything like that, make sure you tap into Suite 328. Right here on 4 Boulevard. I'm high right now.
And then you just ate them damn gummies.
So let's talk about the Crud Ink strains, man. We ain't gonna give them everything just because Breeze ain't here and everything.
No, I
want to really get into the story of Crud Ink on one of these episodes. But like, how was that? You know what I'm saying? As well as like being an artist too, because we got a whole ass song together.
Oh yeah,
called Crud Ink.
Yeah, facts.
About selling weed and smoking some Crud Ink. So you know what I'm saying. Let's talk about it.
So like the strands I dropped. So I think the very first one I dropped was the Crud Lotto. Mm-hmm. That was a real fire gelato I had came across. I believe. I can't remember. I can't remember who I was getting that one from. I want to say it was Fly Trap I was getting that one from, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But it was a real fire gelato that I was getting that I called Crud Lotto. I did with the Dash character from The Incredibles. Mm-hmm. I kind of took that and flipped it and shit. Did the holographic bag on it and shit. That was like like when people first started dropping bags, like
y'all were dropping some dope bags.
We was a little ahead of the game on that shit, like dropping like the holographic shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
The branding was A1.
You still got some of the OG bags?
I still got a couple Crud Ink shirts.
I don't have any more of the bags. I ended up using them all up or whatever, but
that's a good problem.
I was just about to say that's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't have any more of the bags. So, but we had dropped a lot of shit. We had dropped the Crud Lotto. We dropped the Frozones. We had did the collab with Jo with Jo Exotics from out there in the Bay. We did the High Voltage with him. That was fire as fuck.
Taking me back, man. Yeah.
Then we then also we did, what else we do? We did the Soul Glow. That was fire as fuck. What else we have?
Who else y'all know done had that many flavors?
He's still going. Yeah, like damn.
We had a lot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like that time period, bro, was like that shit was like now I look at it and be like, bro, like that was a time, bro. Like you had to fucking be there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like the way we was dropping strands, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. I really feel like me and Peso was like ahead of the game on a lot of this shit. Like we kind of like really kind of like set the tone for how motherfuckers start coming with their packs and shit, because we was we was fucking them up, like, you know what I'm saying, with the different characters, the way the bags was holographic and shit with the names. It was like we wasn't just simply just taking our name and tweaking it and just coming up with a bag. We was like really like, you know, putting a formula into the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like really tying the like how they are caught, like, you know how they do, like how they doing with the Interp Fuse packs now. Like we was taking the weed that we was getting, actually smoking it, feeling like what's this flavor giving me? What's this high making me feel like? You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of mood this put me in? You know what I'm saying? Like we would actually take that time and then come up with these names. You know what I'm saying? So it was like when you was smoking them, it was like you caught the vibe. Like, okay, I see why you call this bitch High Voltage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, well, I see why this Sativa Moon. You know what I'm saying?
I remember the Sativa. I went crazy out here with the Sativa Moon. Yeah,
bro. Like that Sativa Moon was something different, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that was actually one of Peso strands. That Sativa Moon. I was just running that bitch because it was so fire. You know what I'm saying? I picked up
the Sativa Moon.
Yeah.
And I think I was like, hey, it's gone already. I'm sorry, it's gone.
That Sativa Moon was crazy. Yeah, like facts. That was because it was like when you smoked it, it was like you got that flavor, you got that taste, but it gave you that body high that was crazy. Like
you hit that shit, you was juiced. Bro.
Yeah, like you was up. Like, you know, I'm talking. I really had people that really just had orders for Sativa Moon. Like they just literally come by like 5 packs at a time, so they be straight for the week. Like,
I believe it, bro. So, the Pilot, that album, half of that is written off smoking Sativa Moon in my car, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
The plays that I'm talking about on that project is me selling Sativa Moon from my car and then going to smoke more Sativa Moon in my car.
Facts. Yeah,
that is crazy.
But you know that just show you how far, you know, the Crud Ink and Stone like Willie, you know, lifestyle and the way we, you know, touch the culture, how it spreads, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and that's the dope thing about, I feel like, about our network. It's like we got people like you, Dre Dav, you know, like others that are in these surrounding areas that are around Detroit, that's in and out of Detroit, that helps get our brand, you know, out to these different areas and putting people up on game, you know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to you for that shit.
I appreciate it, bro. I mean, because y'all give me a platform to do my thing anytime. So however I could get that back and show love or you know, just even just putting my people on some dope shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
No,
I think everybody that came with me to Starters Bar, it was from out here. I was like, hey, bro, y'all got to come check this out.
Yeah, facts.
These events be different. You know what I mean?
Very different.
Like it's a whole culture, and so it's dope to just get to see y'all kind of build that culture from the ground up too. Because I've been, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, facts.
Like,
No, seriously, bro. Like, like once again, shout out to my brothers, Smoke, Five Smoke, my brothers Willie J Peso, and then also shout out to my guy Batman, my nigga Quinn. I know shout out to my guy Uncle Ipsy as well. It's a lot of components that goes into a lot of the success that Crud Inc. has. It's not just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, I get a lot of support, you know what I'm saying, from my brothers, you know what I'm saying? So, it's never just me, you know what I'm saying, including with Breeze, Breeze, got the music, got the, all that locked down, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we got certain things that's like, it just, it helps keep the shit going when we are trying to do things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shout out to my brothers, because at the end of the day, without them, y'all ain't got no credit. You know what I'm saying? That's big facts.
That's real, man. So shout out to everybody involved. There's another round of applause for that one, man.
Oh yeah, big for sure, bro. It's never a one man show, bro. Yeah. Trust me. You know what I'm saying?
I love seeing it. You know what I'm saying? Because I be at the events with everybody, and it's just dope to see everybody playing their role and playing their part. You know?
Oh yeah, bro. And it's even more, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of folks that I got a whole list of folks that's helped Crud Inc. You know what I'm saying? That's helped us and showed us love or cut us breaks on things, so we able to do certain things and have certain events and you know what I'm saying and do our thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, bro. So it's like. It's never just, like I said, it's never just one person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
facts.
Yeah.
In fact. All right, so we ain't even see because I want to go into a crediting episode so bad. So
facts. That's just a taste of what a lot that's needed definitely needed to be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like facts. So and honestly, like I honestly feel like you actually kind of getting like the first of, a lot of these stories that's going to be told. You know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people do know about Crud Inc., but then there's a lot of people that don't know about Crud Inc.
But they about to find the fuck out.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's the history, with the cannabis brands and within Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's Crud Inc. and it's Stone Like Willie and there's some others. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like we started this shit. Like you know what I'm saying? And then before all this dispensary and don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking the dispensary. Just saying what the culture was driven by. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Nice. And I'm just happy to be that I was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, I never claimed to start shit, but I was damn sure on the boat. You know what I'm saying? So
and that's real, and that's why I wanted to do the podcast anyway. Because knowing all the dope people that I know and that like it's a lot of cool stories from the community that we just want to get out there. You know what I mean? So yours is one of them. Crud Inc. is gonna be one of them. Yeah, I gotta get Breeze to do a solo episode to tell his too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's so everybody can see how many little threads weave the whole web that is the fucking cannabis community out here. Because it's dope as hell.
Yeah, it's definitely a big ass web and a big community, bro. I'm definitely appreciative to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like even with starting out with, like she was asking me, she's like, so what do you do? Like what was you? And I told her like I started out rapping. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like full-time artist. We used to be at the Bullfrog over there on Telegraph. Shout out to my nigga
the Bullfrog days.
DJ BJ, Mr. 3525. He used to be doing all of the showcases and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I met Polo Frost. Big Wolf, you know what I'm saying? Like all of the like rappers that you see now, you know what I'm saying? Like we all was in that motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to get our shit off.
Yeah,
you know
I remember the Bullfrog
like,
shows.
Yeah, you know, so that shout out to DJ BJ because he for sure had that platform that helped catapult a lot of artists, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say he don't get the credit for that, but he definitely had that platform that helped a lot of artists get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? Because because at one point, BJ had the city on lock. You had to go through BJ. You know what I'm saying? You had to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was hard. You know what I'm saying? And he was young doing that shit, too. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to DJ BJ, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's fire, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to have been around and see that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, that shit was crazy.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fire.
Yeah, that's dope. So, it was about that time, so we're going to get into the last game. It's called Sunday Sesh.
Okay.
Yeah. So, it's Sunday. If you could invite any 4 people, past, present, dead, alive, to your perfect Sunday Sesh, basically your Mount Rushmore, who you trying to smoke with?
Okay, so first we'll go with somebody that passed. So for sure, it had to be my little brother, because he was like my like, cause he was like me with weed. You know what I'm saying? Like in some ways, I felt like he was a little better, like with telling me what was fire as fuck and what was like it was good, but it was like, but that's the one. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he was a little better at it than me. I ain't never tell him that shit though, but but no, but for real though, because sometimes cause it was times where, you know, I pull up on him and I'd be like, nigga, check this shit out, talking shit, and he'd be like, and then he'd smell one, and I'd be like, but this the one right here, and then he'd smell it, and he'd be like, nah, that's the one, like the other one you gave me, and I'm like, nah, this the one, like, you know what I'm saying? He like, I'm telling you. Then sure enough, when I get to, like, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
you know, motherfuckers be like, nah, bro, that's the one, right? I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, so he did that shit a couple times, and I'm like, damn. So, you know, so I used to pull up on his ass and we'd just smoke a couple packs and shit, especially when I was going to drop a strain. He'd let me know, like, yeah, that's it right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so I definitely smoke with my brother. So rest in peace with my brother B. You know what I'm saying? So, who else would I smoke with? I'd have to make this one pick, but I would have to bring a couple of my motherfucking uncles. Like, these niggas is funny as hell. Like,
The uncles.
no, seriously though, like, cause they them old uncles that know how to, like, they know how to be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they the older uncle that a young bitch. I ain't gonna say it like that. A young lady that like, I say, like, I don't want to say my age, but say like, you know, because I might be hanging with some chicks like in they like early 30s or some shit like that. Like they'll fuck with my uncles. Some niggas cool as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't them old creepy niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, they, you know, they cool. You know what I'm saying? So I have a couple of them for sure. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have a couple of them because they have me laughing like a motherfucker. As far as like a celebrity or something like that, I probably would. I probably want to smoke with I probably want to smoke with Currency. I would want to pick his brain. Yeah, just have a conversation.
That's a solid
choice. Because he's one of them people that I find that's like, you know, with like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like like he's intelligent in ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like certain things like he talk about, you know what I'm saying, like as far as like health wise, mentally and stuff like that, like I relate to it, you know what I'm saying? Like I gravitate towards it, you know what I'm saying? It ain't just his music. Like, you know, sometimes when he just like talking and having interviews and shit, I just sit there and listen to him, you know what I'm saying, talk, you know what I'm saying? Because I just like to listen to some of the shit he's saying because he give you a lot of game.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to Spitter.
Yeah, he give you a lot of game. Yeah, so I definitely like to smoke with Spitter for sure. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Damn, I don't want to take too long.
Got one more.
Damn.
One more spot at the session.
One more spot at the session. Damn. I would probably say man, shit, fuck it. I'll probably have to smoke with Wiz too. Kick it with Wiz. Yeah, I gotta kick it with Wiz too.
That's fire. Yeah, that's fire.
I think Wiz had a couple honorable mentions.
Yeah, I gotta smoke with Wiz too because I think he another artist that, you know, and a person that you can just have those conversations with about life. You know what I'm saying? And just get certain game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to learn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, I don't read a lot of books and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I like to have conversations and learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't always want to be the one talking and, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like to just listen, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if I do have the opportunity to smoke with somebody that I can kind of have, like, a serious conversation with, I may try to do as less talking as possible because I pretty much want to hear what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? So, because I know what my perspective on life is. You know what I'm saying? So, and I feel like if somebody is in a more elevated position than me, and not necessarily saying financially, but just mentally, you know what I'm saying, or physically, you know what I'm saying, I may, okay, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What do get you through your week? How do you stay consistent? You know what I'm saying? Like, so them be the things I be wanting to pick people brain about. You know,
I feel it. Well, that's dope, man. It's been a great episode of the Sunday Sesh.
Facts, bro.
I appreciate you for sliding through and coming to smoke with us.
I like the whole vibe y'all got in here, bro. Like, big facts. You know
that's what's up, man.
Like, for real. I like the vibe. I definitely can't wait to come back through me and Breeze. And
y'all got to bring some samples for sure. I done heard all these damn weed strains. I want to taste some shit.
Yeah, I'll bring you some giraffe head. Yeah.
I done smoked some giraffe head.
Oh, you had giraffe head?
Yes. You gotta bring me some different shit.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually I actually been talking to a few folks possibly about dropping some strains in because now
some exclusives.
Because now we'll be in the dispensary. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I wouldn't, I don't know if I would necessarily drop, like, strains on the street again. So, I don't know. But I have had some conversations, so it depends on if it makes sense. You know what
it's always got to make sense, man. Well, y'all heard it here. Keep a lookout for some crediting strains coming to a dispo near you.
Yeah.
And a crediting event. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do another crediting episode with our brother Cool Breeze. It's been real. Thank y'all for smoking with us, and we'll see y'all next Sunday.
Appreciate y'all.
For sure.